Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today, for your Patreon cast for the week of November the 5th, 2021, it's going to be a free-for-all featuring several incredible players and one lucky noob. This is Raiders of the Lost Temple. Alright, man, so Lucky Noob sent me this replay, got permission for me to cast this game. It's going to be Dreamer, Gag, Grimeboss, Cryok, Sziky, Lana Rhodes, Ba, NC Underground, and Lucky Noob, all fighting for supremacy on this map. So on the top side, we have the Protoss player. It is Gag. Next door to him, we've got Grimeboss. We also have NC Underground on the left side. He's a Zerg player. Excellent. Ash, Dreamers over this way. He is a green Protoss. Sziky, who is a Hungarian Zerg player, playing Terran here today. If it's the same guy, maybe it's a different Sziky. We also have Lana Rhodes, Eba. Yes, I do know who Lana Rhodes is. We also have Cryok, he's a Terran player, and then Lucky Noob down here. You'll notice his APM does not quite match the rest of the players here, but you know what? He's going to try to do his best, and sometimes in a free-for-all, the lower-level players can win anyway, because all the higher-level players kill each other. So we'll see how this works. Ka-cha, ka-cha. Free-for-all. I'm so excited for this. I don't cast a lot of higher-level free-for-all. I've definitely cast a couple kind of lower-level free-for-alls that I've done during my Sunday streams that have been, I mean, just excellent. Very good games, but not with people consistently across the board this good, right? Like, John Doe is very good. RJB is very good. Avcatinus is very good. I'm going to forget some people, and they're going to be mad at me, but that's the general concept, right? Is that there are a few good people and everybody else is like good. And some people are bad. But that's kind of the spread. This is everybody's really good. Lucky Noob here. He's keeping up. He's doing the right thing. He's going for a gateway opening. He's not trying to like super fast expand here, but sometimes he can get away with it on a free-for-all, right? So let's look at this map real quick. Oh, wow, this is fun. So center of the map, we have a big old Protoss temple here. We've got statues of, I think, Xel'Naga. There, weird expansion locations that you can't just float a command center into and land and start mining from. You actually have to mine these minerals out first, and then you can float a command center in. So you got to get drops before you can just expand there as a Terran. Everybody else has to get drops anyway, but just that's a Terran thing. But yeah, I mean, there's kind of these third bases everybody has access to. They're minerals only. We have a double gas minerals expansion on the left side and the right side. But that's, and I guess 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock as well, but going to be hard to deal with. Tanks set up on the outside of these walls are going to be really a big problem for anyone who tries to expand here. You kind of have the same problem for these 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock bases too. So yeah, expanding is going to be difficult. Whoever manages to kill their neighbor first is going to have a massive advantage because they can build on their corpse, right? And have that extra income available to them, whereas everybody else kind of just has their two bases to work with. And everybody is taking a second base here, except for Lucky Noob. Once again, he's the lower level player here. He feels lucky to be here. His name kind of checks out in the situation, right? He's got the 60 APM. A little bit of marine pressure here from Cryok up against NC Underground. And SCVs are fighting. Okay, SCVs help defend. No forward bunker for you. This bunker is probably going to come up. This should probably not come in, actually. Yeah. Get out of there, man. Nobody likes you. Overlord kind of over here scouting Dreamer's base, but not really. Yeah, I'm stoked, man. I am stoked for this. I think it's going to be great. Free-for-alls are always kind of a mess. It always feels like when you move out, that's when you get backstabbed by somebody else, and you're like, I wasn't even going to attack you. Why are you attacking me now? It's, well, that's because you're not home. Obviously. So, there you go. There's the expansion for Lucky Noob. He's not saturating it, but he'll get there. We believe in him. We believe in this man. Anyway, hit that like button if you're excited for this. And again, if you're watching this on Patreon the week of November the 5th, thank you for supporting me on patreon.com/Falcon Paladin for $1 a month. You get to see this a month before anybody else. Isn't that cool? And if you're watching this on the last week of November or like the first week of December, first of all, happy holiday season. And you can also hit that like button and hit that subscribe, because I'm here 5 times a week with Brood War content. Factory, in these situations where you're a Terran, what you really just want to do is go mech. Bio is just not going to work out against everybody. It'd be fine against, you know, your enemy Zerg players. But against enemy Terrans and enemy Protoss, mech is just the way to go. You're going to want a huge tank count anyway. So Terrans in these situations will traditionally just go for those Goliaths, Vultures, and tanks and call it a day. A little bit of harassment here. Zealots poking around. Being a little bit annoying here for Gag. Who is expanding here? What the... Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. It's Sziky. Zyky's here. So once again, Sziky is the only dude that I think I've cast. So I'm gonna assume Sziky is the prohibitive favorite. He's getting a third base before anybody else is feeling brave enough to, which makes a lot of sense considering who he is. So that probe goes down. Zealot's still sitting here, but really not much of a threat. Just hanging out back here. You need to send something to deal with it, but doesn't mean you can't mine here at all. That's okay. We're going to deal with that. Corsair coming in from Gag up here. Grime Boss just working on Charon boosters. He might just be going straight Goliath opening, which is really not bad. And he's taking a third base in the middle here. I didn't even really talk about these ones. There are middle bases with 1 gas and 3 minerals. A little bit further. Oh, they're all far from home, man. If you want gas at a third base, none of them are going to be very easily accessible. SCV trying to get a scout off here, trying to do a little probe harass here too, but a cannon is coming up. Very nicely done from Lucky Noob. Wait, is this Sziky? Yeah, this is Sziky, and this is NC Underground. Ah, the Greys! The Greys are freaking me out. And Ziky's a Zerg player, so I assumed he's playing Terran here, though. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Oh, it's a different shade of gray. Corsair's going after Dem Overlords. It is Hydra here from NC Underground trying to save the day right now. 1 Hydra pops out and can't save the second Overlord. Definitely not going to save the second Overlord. Also, hey, mutas have arrived. Oh no, Lana Rhodes is here. And a very fast 2-base muta opening is just going to kind of obliterate Lucky Noob, who did not open Stargate. Brown Zerg has mutas, says Lucky Noob. Killing me now. Oh no, Lucky Noob. If anyone wants to murder them now, this is the time. Look at that. I like that angle of it too. Ooh, did get drops and did drop in here to expand. Oh, Lucky Noob's up here. Wait, no he's not. What blue is this? That's light blue, right? But where's his robotics? I mean, this is a Terran anyway. This is definitely him. Oh, he proxied a robo over here, built a shuttle and shuttled a... That's amazing. All right, so Lucky Noob is alive. We got some Dragoon versus SCV transfer action. Oh, remember that third base we were talking about? From Grime Boss, not happening. Dreamer makes sure to shut that right on down. Oh, there were cannons coming up here. What happened to that? Lucky Noob, build cannons. You have a probe. Do it now. Like 3 cannons. 1, 2, 3. Go, 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 go. I know you're super worried about this. So you have cannons here. Are we going to shuttle some workers over? He does not. He's got 2 probes. He's not in a great place. But maybe... Oh, there's Hydras coming in. Never mind. Yeah, it's a waste of time to try to defend this now with that many Hydras causing you all sorts of problems. Grand Boss trying to take a third base there. If at first you don't succeed, try again. That is what he has to say. Dreamer, man, this is a very, very busy screen here with all these production tabs and this giant everything supply tab. Yeah, so this probe's just going to try to hide in a corner. Maybe the shuttle can come pick it up. That'd be nice. Either way, I mean, he's not dead. This is going to be hard for the mutas to deal with 3 cannons up here. He does have about 400 minerals. He might actually go try to take another one of these. Corsair still causing problems. Third base is coming up now from Dreamer. Lana Rhodes is really just spending a lot of time. There you go. Taking that natural base that was Lucky Noob's and burning down Lucky Noob's main base to take it as well. Take that 3,600 gas from him. Is this drops? No, this is just Overlords moving out to be safer. All right, very good. Dreamer's at 110 supply, which is the most supply of anybody. Getting up this ramp's going to be hard because there are 2 tanks on their high ground and 2 tanks supporting those. So yeah, that's not going to happen. This is an attempt. There's an SCV here, so I think this is an attempt to expand, but Are there corner? Oh, there are corner bases up here. I don't know that we even talked about these, but okay, fine. If you want to take a corner base, once again, is this an island? It is an island. Okay. All right. Very, very good. Bit of a high ground tank with Goliath support harassment here out of Cryok going up against Sziky, but he's got his Wraiths out. The thing is, there's 4 Goliaths here, and they have +1 attack. So that's going to be extremely dangerous. God, it's so impossible to see the left side here. Anything over there is going to be a problem for vision purposes. All right, Lucky Noobs up to 5 probes. Nobody did take the opportunity to backstab Lana Rhodes. So Lana Rhodes is getting up to 4 base now in a pretty easily defendable position here. She just controls this area. She can control ground attacks into both her base and into her new base, which again was Lucky Noobs at one point. Dreamer is going to try to take a 4th. Already has the 3rd minerals only. The cannons and pylons are kind of screwing up the pathing, but whatever. It's a free-for-all. Being super efficient is not necessarily the play here. Grime Boss is going to float over, get a 3rd base, very, very importantly, with 2 gas here in the top right. That's going to help fund his mech very excellently. Ton of Goliaths out as well, and lots of Lurkers and Hydras here from underground. Can we handle this many Lurkers and Hydras? Well, there's a ton of cannons. There's a DT all the way here from Dreamer's base, having fun. Overlords have speed, so that's a dead 7-kill Templar. Not too shabby. Who still has the lead right now? Lana Rhodes is at 130. Dreamer's at 144, man. Dreamer's kind of killing it all of a sudden here. Gonna try to Lurker Hydra contain this Protoss. This is definitely him playing kind of the early 2021 PvZ meta right now, where you just make a ton of Lurkers and Hydras and just make it so the Protoss can't ever get a 3rd base. Which, you know what? The Protoss doesn't have a 3rd base, so I'd say so far this is working. Storm whiff. Oh, did you whiff both of those? You whiffed both of those. That's not good. 4th base here from Grime Boss, trying to push on it with Zealots and Storm and Dragoons. Here is Dreamer, and actually, whoa, the tank's on the high ground. Yeah, I don't know, man. High ground, storming the high ground, though, is going to bruise up those tanks quite nicely, but still firing constantly here, forcing those High Templar out of there. Run, High Templar, run. It's a little bit quieter down here to the south. It looks like this did get cleaned out by assuming Wraiths, or maybe it's kind of a drop over there. This is a probe looking... Where are you going? This is a... What? Is this Lucky Noob's looking for expansions that he can go to, but... Like, this one right here, man. These maps are symmetrical. There's going to be another one. Alright, this is... Oh, Sunken going up a cliff to hit a gateway. That's not something you see a lot of, if ever, in StarCraft. Meanwhile, a bit of an attempt here to get rid of Zyky's attempt at an island base in the bottom left. And by golly, successful Goliath drop down here is successful from Cryok. So Sziky on 3 bases, no 3rd gas, trying desperately to take this left side at 9 o'clock. Dark Swarm is up, but there's enough Zealots that the Dark Swarm is not really going to matter against the Lurkers or the Hydras. They're not going to help them, right? Yeah, look at this hold position inside the Dark Swarm. The Zealots are like, bring it. Actually, the splash is a problem, in all fairness. See it just jumping out? Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. But Sunkens and Hydras against these Zealots are going to be very bad for the Zealots. Yeah, and some Ling support in there, too. You can creep Sunkens up this way? I don't think you can, though. This creep doesn't go on the rocks. So never mind. That is being entirely prevented. He's still trying to take down Grime Boss. Yeah, Dreamer really wants Grime Boss to die. Dreamer's also taken the 12 o'clock expansion. Very, very hard to hold, but holding it for now. Did this get shut down? Or is he just now building it? I think he's just now building it. Storm up. Can he get rid of the tanks? The high ground tanks are largely the problem. There are some vultures down here, but they're not being microed very well against the Zealots. There's not that many high ground tanks here either. These SCVs kind of have to pull back. Oh, sorry, bad click there. But Siege Tank just, you know, casually with 6 kills plus 2 attack. Doing all right here. Focusing on the High Templar seems like probably the best idea. There you go. Does take down that High Templar. Alright, Muta Hydra Army out for Lana Rhodes E-Ball, which I don't know what E-Ball is. And an attempt here to expand to the 6 o'clock by Cryok gets shut down. So Cryok, oh, we got a drone. He brought his own Goliaths over to save his bottom left base. Sziky couldn't quite finish it. So never mind, he's back on. He's back on the 3rd base right now. This is absolutely chaos. Because again, it's a free-for-all. These are always chaos. I'm doing my ever-loving best to cast this thing blind, y'all. Ling's running into their deaths? There's so many cannons here. What are you doing? I mean, at least bring a Dark Swarm in if you're going to send in a bajillion Zerglings. I guess there's enough Storm here. Maybe it doesn't really matter. We are still fighting up here. Yeah, Dreamer still wants to kill Grime Boss, but Grime Boss's secret weapon is in this top right, where he's got 2 extractors, or 2 rather, refineries he's dealing with. Lurker Hydra attack, trying to take down this 3rd minerals only expansion. There are enough siege tanks here, I think, ow, to clear everybody out. 1 tank does go down, but burp. And then the lurkers are gone, and that's it. Okay. So well held with your siege tanks, good sir. You got +2 attack on those. Well done with the upgrades. I mean, maybe dropping up here and getting some lurkers on this ramp would be kind of insane, actually. Although there are cannons in a good position to kind of deal with that. Okay, so you drop lurkers up here, and then you bring defilers, and you Dark Swarm this area and bring lurkers in. That'd be much, much, much harder to deal with. It really does kind of feel like Underground is throwing away a lot of units in this attempt. But, you know, especially with the sunken backup, I would be baiting units into this sunken support all day if I was Underground. Yeah, he's doing it. He's kind of trying to storm dodge, but also maybe trying to bring the Dragoons back into these. But doing a good job staying out of the range of that is Gag. He's doing okay. Mutalisks coming in now to deal with the siege tanks that rebuffed the Hydras so rudely of Lana Rhodes earlier. Lana Rhodes is maxed out, everybody. Dreamer's at 192 supply. Everybody else is around 100. Lucky Noob, he's got 2. Oh, he took this one. Okay, nice. So Lucky Noob's on 2 bases and 34 probes and 39 total supply. So he doesn't have an army to speak of, but, you know, he's still here. That's nice. It's a good feels. Hydra Muta against Mech. Not necessarily what I would choose to be going for here. Also, the ground army is still getting obliterated by the remaining siege tanks. The Mutas have not killed all of them yet, which is definitely a problem. Dragoons are like, you can't mine from this base. This is our base. Get out of here. All right, Dreamer's trying to expand to another middle base here. Another huge Protoss versus Terran engagement. All right, now we've got ZT, ZVT, PVZ, and PVT going on simultaneously right now. What a good free-for-all this is. All right, man, Dragoons, High Templar Storms. And Dreamer continues to try to face smash his way in here, and just, he isn't winning. He's keeping Grime Boss from maxing out. He's keeping his worker count a little bit low, I guess. The 3rd base has not been happy for some time. Yeah, man, these Dragoons on the high ground are just murdering drones all over the place. Underground is one of those players who makes a ton of stuff. It doesn't really babysit them all that well. He just tries to win through sheer macro. That is a nice Dark Swarm Ling attack, though. There aren't any Zealots here. High Templar getting sniped. No, he manages to back out, but killing these cannons is going to help future attacks a lot. Then the Zealots roll in and ruin everything, obviously. Oh, okay. Lurkers burrowing into Zealot Town. And they all die. So the Zealots have 2-2. Good upgrades there for you. Lurkers are at a full 1-1. So a little bit behind. Got another big Hydra Muta attack. Trying to make sure Cryok does not stick around ever again. I don't know what that means. But everybody's still alive at the 19-minute mark, which is very impressive for a free-for-all. This is kind of a good map for this, I feel like. Maybe we should bring it into the Sunday stream rotation. I do stream here on YouTube every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Brood War games. Professional stuff, amateur stuff. We do live games too. Anyway, is this enough Hydras to deal with this many siege tanks? Gag leaves the game. Really? Feels premature to me. I mean, I guess maybe he felt like he was never getting a 3rd, which feels like a problem. Siege tanks get dropped in here from Sziky, but Ironically, getting murdered by SCVs. Go figure. Yeah, these siege tanks, hell, Defensive Matrix doing a lot of work there, too. Lana Rhodes maxing out all over the place right now. But look at this, another base. Lucky Noob's at 4 or 3 sneaky bases that I'm not sure anybody knows exists. Or maybe they're just letting him do his thing because they know maybe he's not a threat, but he could become a threat later, quite possibly. Dream just, all he wants for Christmas is to murder Grime Boss. Ooh, look at these high ground tank positions. We've seen these before. Well, not in this position, but high ground tanks, yes, they're just in range, unfortunately, for Dragoons to still hit them from the low ground. But hey, high ground is high ground. It's nice. Another Mutalisk with +1 armor. Hydras are at 3-3, though. Trying to wipe out this tank count, because if the tanks are all dead, then suddenly Mass Hydra's incredible. And you know what? I feel like the tanks are now all dead, and the Hydras are incredible. So that's fun. Ooh, and a Radiate. Maybe the first one of the day. Great split off on Lana Rhodes. And attempting to build upon the corpse of Gag here, but he's mined out. Cryok leaves the game after, oh, he's been fighting with Sziky and Lana Rhodes for so long. He doesn't get a third base either. He's mined out. He's done. He sees the writing on the wall. He kind of got double teamed, which is not fair for him. Underground found one of Dreamer's attempted bases. It's not an attempted base. This is a successful base, except that it's dead now. So it's not all that successful. Okay, so how many resources are left over here is my question. I don't know. And where's Lana Rhodes going? Dude, both Zergs are alive at 21 minutes. Remember when I was like, everybody's still here at 19 minutes, and then over the next 2 minutes, 2 people left instantly. Yeah. Ooh, Arbiter play here from Lucky Noob. Scouts, of course, against the Hydra Muto composition of Lana Rhodes. That's going to be very difficult. My gosh, this is just non-stop PvT, isn't it? Should I just leave the camera over here because this is where all of the action is, apparently? Goodbye, Arbiter. Quite possibly, yes. Another attack incoming from Underground against another of Dreamer's bases. And Dreamer just lost access to this gas, too. Dude, Dreamer kind of getting squeezed here a little bit. And by that, I mean a lot of bit. All right, so Lana Rhodes has decided we've killed one Terran player. Let's kill another one who has 1,000,000 Wraiths and all my Mutas are going to die. So it's Wraith Siege Tank. Okay. I'm on board with this right now. This is this is getting an epic tag. What an insanely good free-for-all this has been already. It's not even over yet. Doesn't even feel close to over yet. Cloaked Wraith Ball sniping an entire hatchery, snapping off individual Hydralisks. They can one-shot Hydras. I've had this happen to me before, ladies and gentlemen. Wraith Ball showed up in my base, killed all my Hydras, and I was like, oh. So that's what Wraiths can do if you're not adequately prepared for them. If you are prepared for them, they just die. Dude, these little sneaky hideaway bases are working very, very nicely for Lucky Noob. Good idea from him to do that. To hide away there. Alright, man. So Sziky gonna take this bottom left. Very important expansion. And Underground's got the top left one of those. The top right still belongs to Grime Boss. I'm not sure anybody's really threatened him here today yet, actually. In the bottom right, no one's even attempted to expand there yet. Lana Rhodes really should. She owns this entire bottom right-hand corner. I'm calling Lana Rhodes a she because the name is she, obviously, but maybe it's a dude going under the Lana Rhodes name, which would make a ton of sense. Are we still just making scouts over here? We are still just kind of making scouts over here. He only has the one Stargate because that's... Yeah, he had to save room for, like... Arbiter Tribunals and stuff, and gateways. Oh, he's getting a fleet beacon. Oh, for scout upgrades. Yes. He's floating a bunch of cash, but he can't really... He doesn't have the available real estate to build more Stargates right now. That's fine. We're gonna let it slide here. Grime Boss trying to make something happen, trying to get that important 4th base up. Is it going to work out? Excellent question. 3-2-3 upgrades here from Dreamer. That command center stopped running, and therefore it is dead. Fighting two armies at once a little bit here. Underground continuing to try to push here on Grime Boss. Same thing from Dreamer from the south. And Lana Rhodes is just like, I have a absolute butt ton of money. I might as well continue to try to just headbutt into here. Hey, there's observers here now in the form of these overlords. And they take down all of the tanks. Okay, meanwhile, Ling's just running in and wiping out siege tanks. They've got Adrenal. They've got 1-1 upgrades, which, come on, we could do better than 1-1 at 25 minutes, yeah? Probably. Is Sziky going to live through this? Again, Sziky's the prohibitive favorite, but his main is Zerg. How good is his Terran? We don't actually know. Oh, there was an attack in here. He recalled some Dragoons into this base and totally wiped it out. No, lucky noob. Oh, lucky noob. Okay, well, he's going to bring the scouts over and try to save the day. Cloak your units. You have an Arbiter. Don't just let them die. Ooh, good. Oh, he stasis first. These are +1 scouts. They're not the worst thing. There's a DT in here, too, trying to save the day. That forge is still dead. It was in the middle of an upgrade, too, which totally sucks. So, all right, he's defending his own bases with his scouts and his DTs. Ooh, and that probe does not die. Keeping them probes alive. 31 of them right now for Lucky Noob. This base is mining sort of. The pathing is really bad for this poor probe. Look at him go. Look at him go. He goes all the way around that gateway. More Mutahydra stuff. It's what Lana Rhodes knows. We're just going to keep doing it. +1 attack, +2 armor on them. Mutalisks, 2-2 on the mech. For Sziky, the anti-air seems... There it is. It's battle cruisers operational. Oh, that's what we've been working at. Have I been watching the production tab at all today? No. It's been too crazy. So battle cruisers surprised me and you. I mean, maybe you were watching the production tab better than I was, but maybe not. My goodness. Grime Boss, once again, this fourth base getting obliterated. I guess that's, yeah, that's a fourth. Dreamer at 149 supply, only 150 gas. Dreamer might just get out of this. He needs more gas income over here. More than needs anything else, I think. An completely undefended hatchery. Wraiths wander up to it. Blah, 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 blah. Ling's Lurkers. Ling Lurker pretty darn good against them siege tanks. Get out of here, siege tank. No. We got 3-3 upgrades, though. And a bunch of, yes, falling back to create a second line of defense here. This ground army, nope, it's just not going to work at all here. So stay inside the Dark Swarm for the time being. The battle cruisers. Do we have Dark Swarm? No. Do we have Plague? No. Oh, no. Lana Rhodes' attempt to just kind of overwhelm the Terran with just mass units without spellcasters is not working right now. I guess we did see a Dark Swarm from Lana earlier, right? Maybe we didn't. Maybe we haven't seen any spellcasting from Lana Rhodes. A Zerg after my own heart. Really just wants to play Zerg just to kind of mass up giant armies and A-move at the enemy. It's not a good way to play, but it's a fun way to play for some people. So Lana Rhodes is down to 134 supply. She has a ton of money. She's got a ton of available larvae here, too. Yeah, really just trying to kill Grime Boss right now is Underground and Dreamer. Dreamer is trying to secure additional bits of resource. And I'd say it's working out for him. He's finally taking this gas. He is. Lucky Noob says, what? No, he says, what? He doesn't say what because there's not a question mark. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, Queen's out to try to deal with these siege tanks. Will they work? God, choosing gray, honestly. It is so hard to see you on the minimap. Ooh, we have some ultras out, though. Somewhere. What is siege tanking right now? I don't really know what siege tanks are firing on what. Is this all this? It's just all this that's happening. Oh, did we get rid of the battle cruisers with just mass Hydra? It kind of looks like we did, everybody. Okay. Oh, wait, are they over here? Are those new ones? Let's see if they're new. They are new. Okay, so apparently 3-3 mass Hydra, even without Plague and without Darkstorm, are actually pretty fine. Researching Plague. Actually, that's Underground. That's Researching Plague. Never mind. And the battle cruisers have 2-2. So that's nice. Luckanube's up to 104 supply. He's in last place. But at 100 supply, you're something of a threat in StarCraft, yeah? You got some teeth. More battle cruisers here to play. Yeah, okay, so Scourge also very good in this situation, yeah. Sziky trying to do this thing with Siege Tank Battle Cruiser, but look at these cruisers die to this. He needs more tanks. More tanks would make quick work of these Hydras, but as it stands, there are just enough of them and they're not dying quickly enough, maybe. I guess the repair's good enough to chase them out. Reinforcements should be coming here. Archon production here from Dreamer continuing. This has been an absolute slugfest thus far. I'm seeing a recall. I might not catch all of these. Ah, this wasn't even a recall. Come on! You just scouting? What is up with you? Also, what siege tanks are firing on what? Can you hear those? Oh, it's these tanks. Okay, fair enough. So Underground just constantly throwing units at this base, trying to murderize it. This whole gray-yellow thing is working, turning into quite a battle, that's for sure. A $10 prize was awarded to the winner of this game, which does it seem like it's worth it for like an hour's worth of work. This is going to be a long game for sure. But yeah, special shout out to Ox and Team Think Quick for making this replay available and setting this whole thing up. Ox and Team Think Quick. I heard some hallucination going down. Ooh, a hallucinated scout cruising about. Ultralisks, there we go. I knew there were some from Underground. Golly, just not interested at all in using Dark Swarm or Plague. And I just don't think it's the right choice from Lana, but I mean, 2,000, 3,000 bank isn't the biggest bank of all time. This base for Grime Boss has died, I think, 4 times today, maybe 5. It is just not something that Dreamer can allow. What's our scout count at? I don't know. Do we have speed for scouts yet? That hallucinated scout was very slow. I don't know that it had speed. Greater Spire on the way from Underground, who is our spellcasting Zerg player. Lana Rhodes, no. Underground, yes. Ultra, not. Living long enough for me to check his upgrades. Where are you? 2, 2, 4 upgrades. Not working on any more of them. You know, additional upgrades are always nice. They're always wonderful additions to your units. At 33 minutes, you've got... Actually, you don't have the gas for it. NC Underground is starving out a bit. He's got this base, which is nice. He's... that's it. He's got this base, that is nice. He's not actually getting anything from the expired extractors up here, which would be... Or assimilators, or geysers, which would be nice, because you get a little bit of resource recovery from those, even if they're technically expired. And he can use any gas that he can get. 100% for sure. We at 3-3 yet? Yeah, we're at 3-3 here for Zyky's battle cruisers. Interesting stuff. And this is Dreamer. He wants this base. There's 2,000 gas left here. Any gas is going to be good gas. There's nowhere else for him to really go. Once again, Lana Rhodes is not taking this. I would honestly just take it. Just take it. Transfer some drones over there. Mine it out as fast as you can. Although, how many drones does Lana Rhodes have right now, and why does it seem like there aren't that many? There's 42. Where are these 42 drones? My gosh, are we just up here again? Yeah. Never-ending PvT up at the top side of the map, everybody. Come and see it, the never-ending PvT. Feast your eyes upon the deaths of millions of dragoons and zealots and tanks and vultures. Only $5 today. Step right up. And that's a win for Dreamer. He hasn't been able to push in here, but I don't know what Grind Boss has left. He's at 103 supply. He's really defending this newest source of mineral income, but there's no gas here. There's no gas here either. He's struggling. He's struggling for that gas income. Where are Lana's 42 drones? I guess a bunch of them are here. Is that where they all... Are there 42 drones in here? No, there's not enough. Oh, I guess this one too. Okay, so 2 bases mining, maybe oversaturated a little bit. Sure. Why not? Plus 3 siege tanks. From Grind Boss being like, dude, you cannot have this. That's a mined out base. Anyway, Command Center should probably run Yamato Gun getting researched here from Sziky. Excellent. So a bunch of missile turrets to defend against incoming Mutalisks and Devourers and Guardians. Ooh, Guardians coming up. Yeah, this is definitely Lana Rhodes. A Zerg player after my own special heart. Oh, a bit of stasis here. Look at this. Lucky Noob. Getting in on the action, using his scouts to take down capital ships like they were designed to do. Is it working? He got 1 at least. And he's going to get 2? He got 2. He's back down to 109 supply. Not too shabby. Dude, the stasis is, though, keeping... I love this. The stasis is keeping battle cruisers out of here. Go away. This is where I live. This is my production. Oh, we got 2 gates up, though. That's nice. He just needs to be constantly... He needs to queue up. Apparently, he needs to queue these up. The scouts. Because if he's not building anything with the bank that he has right now, he needs that to happen. Ooh, we got the acid spores all over damn battle cruisers. The Guardians making a wonderful mess of all of those missile turrets. Oh, fight hard, siege tanks. Fight hard, battle cruisers. I think... Oh, extra battle cruisers coming in from the right side, though. They're also getting acid sprayed. Guardians murderizing this SCV count for Sziky. He's at 66, but how many will be left after this battle? Also, there's a recall inside Game Boss's base, and I think Game Boss is just out. He's been bullied by Dreamer this entire game. He is not pleased by this result. Not even the tiniest of bits. And bam, who needs spellcasters? Says Lana Rhodes Ebal. Ziky's income is struggling. He's got this base, that's it, although it is a very healthy source of minerals and gas right now. It will not last forever, although I don't know who has a base that will last forever at this point. This bottom right is as close as we're getting. Lana, I honestly feel like, should be expanding there as soon as Zergly possible. But I don't know if we're going to see that. Yeah, so Grind Boss's base, main base, is getting completely wiped out. This top right is mined out now. He's sitting on 1,000 minerals and 4,000 gas, but I don't know if he's going to be able to hold up here. He's just kind of turtling his way to try to win this thing. You can't necessarily move out. Underground's maxed out. He doesn't have any newer sources of gas income himself, though. He just doesn't right now. There's some Valkyries here to deal with the Devourers on some level. This is a reason why we tend to see Goliaths rather than Valks, because Goliaths do a much better job against Devourers than Valkyries do. Plus, the Goliaths can help out against these Hydras that are a problem. More Guardians. Whole bunch of them in production here. Canceled some a little bit. Trying to break Grind Boss once and for all is Dreamer, and I think he's done it. Grind Boss is down to 48 supply. 32 SCVs. I think most of them are represented in this little mineral line where they're getting just destroyed by 3-3 zealots. No comstat station for you. No command center for you. 16 SCVs remain. They're building supply depots. He's at 1,400 minerals and 4,000 gas. Is there gas left in here? 2,000 gas. Let's take it, says Dreamer. Dreamer really used this. Ooh, some parasites getting tossed down. Okay, so these queens trying to get that vision. Trying to find some High Templar to maybe spawn Broodling on, but nope. There are none of those. Guardians using that high ground. Oh, not high ground, but just this over-the-wall distance advantage that they have. This is some good Guardian play. And Sziky's really only his second source of income. Temporarily halted here. Oh, we got the Ultralisks. They got the 2-4 upgrade still. He's working on the 3-5. I guess if Lana Rhodes is mining from this, she doesn't necessarily need this bottom right, but it is so weird to me that she's not taking it. If she didn't know it was there, that'd be one thing, but she's very aware of it. Lurkers brewing up. Ultras. Ultra Lurker. Pretty good against Zealots. But not good enough, man. Okay, Ensnare reducing the fire time on these Dragoons, but it's too late. If they'd gotten those off about 5 seconds earlier, it would have helped immensely. These poor Ensnared Dragoons are like, hey, hey, get back here. Stop attacking our Nexus. They're senior citizen Dragoons is what they are. Lasts for a while, too. There you go. Goliath to take down, man, the Devourers to take down the Guardians. The Siege Tanks really need to cover the Goliaths, though, because if they die, bad things happen. Bad things are going to happen. These Goliaths are not being covered all that well, and in fact, they're all dead. The Guardians doing some serious work. The Valkyries are fighting against the Devourers, which is sort of working here, I guess. I don't know, man. Their attack speed is reduced a little bit too with the Acid Spores, so that's not good either. Their movement speed seems to be just fine, though, obviously. Scout. Lucky Noob's at 175 supply. He's in 3rd place right now, you guys. Leave the noob alone at your own peril in a free-for-all. I believe that's what the words of wisdom are. Oh, the Valkyries found the Guardians. Sort of. Oh, Devourers taking hits. Okay. Devourers dead. Guardians dead. Guardians served their purpose. They killed some stuff and then they die. That's what they do. Guardians are never really left around for future missions. Underground's at 2,000 minerals and 2,000 gas, and I don't think he has any more sources of mineral income. He's got tiny bits of gas that he gets again from expired geysers. That's it. Is this Lucky Noob? Dude, Lucky Noob has a base here. Lucky Noob is kind of killing it right now. He's being very quiet, and sometimes if you're quiet and don't make people notice you, then you can survive and win a free-for-all. Did he? Oh, he mind-controlled his own Zerg army with that Dark Archon. I see you down here. You got a mind-controlled unit. Lana Rhodes has been just going completely head-to-head with Sziky here for the last 15 or 20 minutes and is doing all right. Zyky's at 100 supply. Lana Rhodes is at 106. She can get back here and wipe this out. She can win this game. Oh, look who expanded down here. Dreamer took this base. Wow. How did Dreamer sneak in here? I don't know, man, but that helps Dreamer a lot. He is maxed out on supply. This income is brand spanking new, and the only brand spanking new income on the map. I guess this is new income, too. Nobody's taken this yet. So there you go. Sziky takes it. Look at these scouts, man. Look at them. Where are your zealots? The Dark Swarm is the death of you. Mind control lurker. Mind control. Oh, you don't have the energy for that. Never mind. stand here and look cool. Alright, I'm just going to wipe out all of your queens then, as revenge. I'm very good at killing queens. Brop, brop, brop. That little bright shine there as all of the missiles intercept. Real-time lighting is interesting that way. Look at this. Ooh, ooh. Scourge problematic, yes. Queen's dying all over the place, though. Oh, you can kill the lurkers now. Where's your detection? You have an observer with this army. Another queen down, man. Oh, another Great Dark Swarm up. Okay, so this base appears to be dead, as NC Underground is taking great offense at the fact that it exists right now. So he's going to get it. The Dark Archon should run, but I mean, he can get in the shuttle and run. Very nice. Zerg is strong, says Lucky Noob. This is a true fact. Zerg is pretty strong in the late game. Pretty darn good for sure. No, the shuttle. No, the shuttle is dead. Okay, and all these scouts are dead. Lucky Noob is down to 140 supply. Check that, 134. Oh, Guardians from Lana Roach. He's like, hey, you can have this base. This is my base. Oh, but then we're recalled in some Archons to deal with this and totally going to save the Nexus. Incredible. Alright, that's good. A little long-distance mining action from Grindboss, who is not out, by the way. Other players have left at a similar time in the game, but not him. Man. Zyky's dealing with another Zerg player after the first one was so hard to deal with. Yes, the Hydra's focusing the command center is probably your best bet right now. Yeah, it's dead. Alright, so that's cool. Back it out. Back it out, boys. No reason to engage with all of these +3 siege tanks with our Hydras and Lurkers. Lana Road's expanding in the one remaining kind of low ground walled off expansion that is not being held by Lucky Noob. Lucky Noob is out of income though, so not particularly ideal. His scout count appears to be 9. If I haven't missed any that are out on the map otherwise, I think it's 9. He has other units in these other bases, but none of them are scouts. Grime Boss. For something other language. I don't know what this is. He's trying to find somewhere to expand, but I don't think there's anything left. Sorry, man. Every base on the map except for this one. This one's currently available, but there are siege tanks protecting it. Dreamer making his first push this far onto this side of the map. This is actually doing a good number here on Underground's drones. Yeah, man, I think Dreamer is the odds-on favorite right now. He's maxed out. Lana Rhodes is at 164 supply, but I don't know that the Hydra Muta style is going to work here necessarily. Unless, you know, there's no detection for Dreamer, which is an accurate statement. What the heck, dude? How do you not have detection? At 48 minutes. Where are your observers? Here's one. He'll get here eventually, I guess. Ten kills on this lurker, 8 kills on the other one. That's ridiculous. Look at that Dreamer taking this one remaining source of income for his own, and actually holding on to this bottom right base is super important too. Nice stasis, by the way. Really, really nice stasis, by the way. These guys have energy for recalls? No. But we'll just use cannons and Archons and Dragoons. Why are these Dragoons not attacking this? What the heck, guys? I have no idea what this language is that they're speaking. Is it Russian, maybe? A little bit of a Russian presence. in StarCraft 2. Blat seems pretty something. NC Underground wants his base back. So he shows up with a giant Hydra lurker force, destroys the attempt of Dreamer to expand over here. Very, very nicely done. The Storm, though, maybe he can save it. Sziky's gonna win, says Grind Boss. I don't know, man. I'm not sure about that. Ooh, good stasis up. Siege tanks using their ability to fire over the walls for the first time today, mind you. Remember how I talked about that would be such a big thing in this game that it never really happened? Lana, I don't know about this, Lana. You're just running Lings and Hydras into Siege Tank Goliathville without any Dark Swarm support at all, coming around a corner so your units are kind of strung out in single file. And I mean, this is what Terrans train for. They're trained for a Zerg army that just kind of lines up for them and lets them shoot them in the face. Are there any mining bases left? Lucky Noob seems to be an English speaker at least. I'm not sure if anybody else is here today. At least they're not communicating in English in this game. Yeah, Lana Rhodes, just gonna get starved. It sure seems like. Dane, Vimenya. It does feel Nai. It does feel Russian or Ukrainian or something in that part of the world, right? Dreamer's at 166 supply, but he has enough money to max out if he feels like it. He's just making 2 Arbiters at a time right now. Lucky Noob just huddling in his corners. And Dreamer shows up to take down Underground. A lot of Underground's army, and his drones are transferring at the worst possible time. Oh no, Underground. He's trying to long distance mine so he can get enough money to make a hatchery here, but nope. That's not going to happen. Did he not bring detection again? Burrow! Burrow is so good. Burrow is so good. Ow. So this base dies for Lana Rhodes 2. Down to 197 minerals all of a sudden is Lana Rhodes. Might just get being starved out here by Sziky. Dreamer's back up to 199 supply, making 10 High Templar at once because that's what you do when you have a bank and your Protoss, I guess. Yeah, this base, major key here for Dreamer if he's going to win this game is that he held on to this base for as long as he did. That he was able to take it in the first place. He had to go through a very active Lana Rhodes Zerg army to get here and sneak it without her dealing with it. And she didn't. She was too focused on trying to kill these Terrans over here. With, again, the use of 0 spellcasters. 0! Scourge coming in. Yeah, make some connections. That Valkyrie count gets knocked down a little bit. I'm on 3 races and I have no minerals, says Lucky Noob. That's funny. Yeah, he's got a gateway and he's making queens with his hive, which is hilarious. Oh, but coming from the top side, Dreamer gets involved in the battle. Sziky holds off Lana Rhodes, but isn't adequately prepared to deal with a big Archon Dragoon push coming from the north from Dreamer. Oh, absolutely brutality. Oh my gosh, that was okay. All right, that's not good. Oh, hang on. This base of Sziky's is in a little bit of trouble. Lana Rhodes is only at 57 supply, but still participating in this thing. Dark Swarm Ultra. NC Underground is not dead yet. He's fighting with the Dark Swarm, but the Archons don't care about your Dark Swarm. We've talked about this a million times. They still do splash damage under there, and their splash damage is really good. If you have the +3 upgrades, it's 39 damage splash with a pretty high attack rate. Oh, here's an attempt of Dreamer to get rid of one of Lucky Noob's bases. Is it going to work? Cannon defending. Ooh, Archon dead. Oh, he stormed his own High Templar. That's not ideal. He's storming his own High Templar again. But DT's. There you go. Saving the day. Sziky's down to 62 supply. I think Sziky might have just gotten overwhelmed by Dreamer here. Oh, but High Templar snipes are good. These vultures finding a bunch of High Templar of Dreamers, knocking him down to 142 supply. But once again, enough of a bank to where he can rebuild a lot of his stuff. He's making 9 Zealots, 2 Dragoons, and 2 Arbiters at a time right now. Lana Rhodes taps out, down to 71 minerals, no new sources of income. The Zerg player is gone. So we have Grime Boss, who's technically alive, but this is all he has, and he has no income. NC Underground, who is at 90 supply, and once again, scary at moments, but doesn't have enough money to build a new hatchery and is long-distance mining to try to support that. Zyky's at 62 supply with no new sources of income and no ability to rebuild an army either. Lucky Noob's at 116 supply with a weird army of Scouts, High Templar, and Dark Templar. And then our favorite here, Dreamers, at 154 supply. Yeah, 154 is basically double of everybody else right now. He's going to continue to make stuff because he can afford to, and nobody else really super can. I guess wait. Oh yeah, Krahok is just stuck in producing stuff. He left a long time ago. Like, who's making all this stuff? No, nobody is. No one, actually. He's dead. Yeah, so I mean, the odds-on favorite here at 57 minutes is Dreamer. He has been very good. He has done a lot of work to deserve to win this game. He completely took down Grime Boss. He withstood a ton of attacks from underground and kind of drained his bank too. And then he's been taking it to Sziky at the same time. So, I mean, as far as his PvT goes, he's very good. And dealing with, you know, a lot of roads that doesn't use spellcasters, it shouldn't be that big of a deal either. Not that he really had any direct major engagements there. Yeah, NC Underground is still fighting. He's still here. He's still going to try to murder you with what he has left. But this might be a bit of a final stand here. Queens come in and snare some things, try to assist with the battle. But there's a reason we never see ensnare in StarCraft, and that's because it's good, but it's a better use of energy on queens to spawn broodlings if you're going to make queens in the first place, generally. We've seen it a couple times. We saw Action do it once to Ample, I want to say. Oh, and then Grime Boss uses this moment to come finish off an already dead Underground. Thanks a lot, Grime Boss. That's hilarious. Alright, so there's no gas here anyway. This is Grime Boss's final stand against his ancient enemy, Dreamer. And it's not going to work out for him at all. No stand! No stand! Grime Boss fleeing with his Goliaths, trying to kite the Zealots, but they're so fast when they have their leg enhancements upgrade. He throws up the eyebrows emoji. Emoticon, rather. It's not an emoji, it's an emoticon. For those of you who are old enough to remember that sort of thing, which I'm sure most of you are because you're old if you're a Brood War fan generally. Hey, Zyky's got some more mining coming in here. He's got 27 SCVs. I don't know where most of them are. There is still income down here. Are you kidding me? This is massive. This, honestly, Dreamer, his skill and his ability to get this base is what helped him win this game. Yeah, NC Underground is at 36 supply. 13 of that is drones. I don't know what other army units he has anywhere on the map. What is taking up supply for him other than 13 drones? Oh, here we go. Scourge. Scourge and some Hydralisks and a Defiler. Man, I'm loving this. NC Underground is refusing to tap out, man. Oh, he's got a fight with the Goliaths. No, he doesn't. The Goliaths continue to flee. It's so many Archons. It's just, you don't have the army to deal with this many Archons is the thing. Grind Boss's command center is going to die. Is that his final CC? I think that's his final CC. Alright, so I mean, he's been out for a while. He's definitely out now. Is that our first plague of today? We have not seen a plague today until now. Oh, he picks it up and then it dies. Ooh, that was a snort laugh. That really counts for something. Grime Boss is out. Fairly well, Grime Boss. Alright, man. NC Underground is out. It's Sziky, Dreamer, and Lucky Noob who are still alive, but once again, those numbers are telling us the story of Dreamer casually just murdering everyone. Honestly, Mass Archon, although, you know, Vultures do full damage versus shields, and Archons are nothing but shields, so maybe there's some kind of crazy angle here. Alright, man. Well, the Archons are coming. They don't trigger Spider Mines, but guess what? The Zealots sure are. And here's the thing. You can afford to make some terrible trades here. A lot of Archons are dying a little bit unnecessarily, but you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Dreamer can replace them. Sziky cannot. And there goes Ziky's final source of income. Mournful Taps plays out over the battlefield. Just kidding. He has this. Never mind. Taps was premature. Premature taps for Sziky. Although if Ziky's here, maybe they're Hungarian. Maybe they're all speaking Hungarian. Hey, Falcon, use your brain for once. Oh my gosh, the army of NC Underground persists. Look at him sniping probes like a boss. Okay, lost a Hydra. That's not good. You can't really afford to replace many of those. I think one. You can afford to make one more Hydra with his resources. If this is a comeback win for Sziky, I'm going to just, I don't know, eat my hat. If this is some kind of a crazy win for Lucky Noob with his scouts, I'm also going to eat my hat. Do I have a hat? No. Okay, some high ground tank shenanigans here from Sziky. Gonna be very annoying for sure. Can you recall up here? You've been making Arbiters. I'm very aware of your production tab. You've been making Arbiters. I don't know where they are. Oh, he makes a scout. NC Underground makes a scout with some of the minerals that he has. Wait, he got more minerals. I guess long distance mining. That'll do. Long distance mining is a good way to get more minerals. So he's defending these bases by getting tanks on the high ground. And he's attacking bases by getting tanks on the high ground. Remember when I was like, recall maybe, and there was an Arbiter in the neighborhood? Yeah, let us attack. Nice, Lucky Noob. That is the scout voice line. You don't hear it a lot because you don't use scouts very much. Oh, he hallucinates a bunch of zealots in to die. That's funny. Get 'em! Go! Dreamers everywhere. You are not wrong. Dreamer is everywhere. He's at the top left and the bottom left. But still, he's everywhere. He's going for the tanks. Oh, he wanted to attack into Sziky, but he ran into Dreamer instead. By accident. Did he actually... This Arbiter... No, he only got one kill. I don't know what killed the other tank. There were two up here, right? Get out of here, Marines. Ooh, the Wraiths are back. Okay. Alright, man. Ziky's at 112 supply. Got something going for him at least. He already killed this base once. Is it? Seriously? Are we doing round 2 of this battle? I think we're doing round 2 of this battle. Do 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 do. Alright, man. Here goes nothing. The Archon Brigade hath arrived. The siege tanks are trying to hold on. The Vultures are doing their very best here. But once again, more SCVs are going to die. It's the high ground siege tanks kind of killing it, though. Ooh, until they get stasis, I guess. Recall on top. You don't have energy for that. Dude, these Vultures doing work. High ground siege tanks, too. More high ground siege tanks. Dude, you wish you had energy to recall up here, but stasis is pretty good right now. My goodness to gracious. Look at Lucky Noob getting personal cloaking for his ghosts? Oh, look at this. He's got a... Wait. He's infested a command center. Okay. He's bored is what he is. It's got some burrowed hydras down here. Just messing around down here on the corpse of Cryok. Storm's okay. 2 tanks down to Storm. That's good. But Zyky's down to 78 supply. Dreamer actually sort of running through his bank here. He's at 800 minerals and 900 gas, which is about what Zyky's at. So all of a sudden, these income sources become extremely important. This is a good free for all. It's been a good free for all this whole time, but oh my gosh, it's gotten better. Suddenly, Dreamer does not seem to be the prohibitive favorite anymore. The odds makers are taking this into account. I mean, what Dreamer needs is a way to get up here. I'm feeling like a recall would do. Maybe. Making some arbiters for that very purpose, I'd assume. Another Nexus dies. I mean, this has been... Zyky man fighting and scratching and clawing his way back here. So he stasises the tanks, gets wiped out by a Wraith Ball. Oh my gosh, that is not... This is really bad for your race, if they, or the Arbiters. Okay, they keep dying. More hallucinated zealots running about. Do 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 do. And what feels like the 47th attack on this base today. It's not. It just feels that way. The high ground tanks are going to be a big friggin' deal. Yes, they're getting stormed, but... Dude, Zyky's going to take the supply lead here any second. These Dragoons are kind of taking some tank fire, but trying to make sure this command center dies. Zyky does not want to lose it because he can't afford to replace it right now. That's big. I mean, he can because he's going to have... he only has 92 minerals on this mineral patch, though. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Zyky's in a lot of trouble all of a sudden. He is not going to have enough money to rebuild his command center with the minerals here. He's going to... Yes, he has to lift off this CC, and if this one dies, then he's in a lot of trouble. Are these undergrounds? These are undergrounds queens. Just kind of, you know, he's still here in case you forgot, which I kind of did, actually. I kind of forgot there were queens here. All right, man. You got to hold on to this base this time, y'all. Oh, I heard a ghost. Oh, lucky noob with his ghosts. What are you gonna do, big boy? Oh, you're gonna nuke. Excellent. Dude, look at Lucky Noob participating in this game. They forgot about him, and they're paying for it now. Dreamer's down to 25 probes. His source of income is gone. That was it. That was his mineral income. This is gone. Holy crap. You know it would be also kind of awesome if these... Oh. I'm going to say, if these queens maybe spawn brooding a couple of these tanks, but nope. But nope. Oh my gosh. Lucky Noob. Lucky Noob has arrived to cause problems for everyone again. He's trying to focus down the Goliaths. He's killing a dropship, which he probably shouldn't do. The wraiths are a problem, though. Why do you not have detection? Oh, I don't know if he has any observers. That is a big-time problem here. But look at him. He's whittling down siege tanks. He's trying to even this matchup here a little bit. Dude, look at him wiping out the siege tank count for Sziky all of a sudden. Sziky's down to 51 supply. Dreamers are at 86. He's losing SCVs. I mean, his scout count is falling all over the place. And this base is still pretty well defended. He still doesn't have anything to do with the tanks on the high ground. And the scouts are like, okay, we're leaving now. Don't mind us. And, Sziky. No. Okay, Sziky has enough money to make another command center if this one dies. I think it's going to die. Because these are +3 attack dragoons, and they're on a mission. Okay, they got it, but Sziky has another... Oh, he has another command center down here, too. Okay, so he has 2 command centers. He does not have enough money to build another one. If this one dies, though. What are you doing now, scouts? Oh, okay, killing this refinery. Sweet. This is intense. Okay, Dreamer's at 76 supply. Lucky Noob's at 80. Lucky Noob is in first place on supply right now, y'all. First gosh darn place. Mine. Hurry, says Sziky. Get monies. There are only Goliaths here defending this base. If the Dragoon army, of which I don't know if there is one currently, because Dreamer might just be out of stuff. I keep thinking these are groups of units, but they're all just bases. Oh, here we go. So a handful of Dragoons anyway. Ah, there's the recall! And if he could do this, Sziky does not have enough money to rebuild this command center. He has to defend it with his live spider mines hitting the command center, fleeing. The high ground siege tanks providing some cover here. There's only one. Dude, if the scouts came in here and sniped this CC, that'd be insane. Okay, he keeps it. He keeps it. The hallucinated zealots are distracting at the moment here. It's burning down. These dragoons, come assist. The tank can't cover this thing from over here. Go. Don't go in range of the siege tanks. I was going in range of the siege tanks, you guys. Hallucinated zealots lasting forever. I mean, until it counts down. Dudes, why are you here? Come kill this! The repair for Sziky. Keeping it alive. Oh, a DT, though. Oh my gosh, a DT. Where are you going, Dark Templar? What plans do you have? From Lucky Noob. Ooh. Wow, that was an amazing scan. Holy crap. No, don't just die to the Protoss, though. Oh, he died to the Protoss. He took down a Zealot with him. Oh, recall! Recall on it! Recall on it! Kill this. Kill. Oh, there's 2 command centers. No, this is a Lucky Noob command center. Okay, command center fleeing. Oh my gosh, he got plagued. Underground came and plagued some stuff. This is... people are coming back from the dead to fight this game. Look, he's using probes to harvest to his command center. That's the kind of game it's been for Lucky Noob today. That's the kind of game this has been overall, actually. Ooh, this is a nice space to take. Says Dreamer, I'm going to spend here with the remaining sums of my money. And boy, I sure hope these Goliaths don't come over and ruin my day. Ah, this is not something you see every day, is it? Probes returning minerals to their command center. Hallucinated DTs. They look kind of cool, don't they? Hallucinated remastered DTs. Ooh, forcing a liftoff there. Scary enough to force Sziky to be like, ooh, lift off just to be safe. Don't mind us at all. Recall some probes in, because he still has 31 of them, which is 3 times as many as anybody else left in the game. Lucky Noob throws out. He's just laughing to himself, laughing. He's rebuilding his economy. He's at 78 supply. He still has the supply lead today. Dreamer throwing out the haha, laughing with your eyes closed play. Oh, the Hydra army from Underground has arrived. Dude, they're hallucinated. Just let them die. Okay, good. Dreamer's worker count getting lowered a tiny bit. That's fine. That's fine. You can live with that, I think. Not going to stress about it. Sziky, I think, scouting with a starport, and he totally discovers that Noob has a command center. And I'm sure he's like, what? What is happening right now? At least they have +3 attack and +3 armor. You're going to make scouts. You might as well fully upgrade them, man. Especially in a game that's an hour and 17 minutes long. He infested the command center. NC Underground infests Ziky's final CC and deals a terrible blow to the Terran. Oh my goodness. He recalls up here, takes out these tanks. Dude, Ziky's dead. Sziky is dead. That's it. He doesn't have a command center left. He doesn't have enough money to build a command center. He's done. I mean, NC Underground doesn't really have the ability to do much of anything either, but he's got his army. Sziky GG's out. Ziky's gone. The ups and downs of this game have been enormous. What has he got here? He's got 4 Hydras, 2 Defilers, a Queen and an Overlord, and a Scourge. We can kill an Arbiter with this army, he says. Protect the command center. It's important. Oh, he recalls out to where? Oh, did the Scourge just connect on something that it shouldn't have hit? Poor... Scourge are dumb, man. Scourge are dumb units. Where did he recall those to? Oh, down here to the low ground. All right, man, it's an engagement. There is still Storm available, and by golly, both Defilers and one of the Queens die instantly. Okay, hang on. Oh, 3 Defilers go down. I apologize. That's absolutely brutal for Underground. He's down to 21 supply now, although Dreamer's units are plagued. Income. Income is so important. Lucky Noob. He's moving his command center away. He brought his army out. Okay, a lot of these dudes have been sitting inside the safe walled the home that they were born into and never left, but now they have. I honestly don't know where this command center is going. Look at all these dropships down here. Wow. Cryok had a bunch of dropships. Storm! Dude, if he had spawn Broodling and could, like, spawn Broodling this High Templar, that'd be a massive thing. But he keeps ensnaring stuff instead. I just don't know that he ever researched spawn rootling. I honestly think Lucky Noob is planning on hiding in a corner. Or maybe doing some kind of a crazy recall. That'd be good. There's no way Underground can win this thing. I mean, I appreciate that he's sticking around here. God, he keeps losing queens real fast, though. Okay, so I think that's it for the queens. His army is now 4 Hydras. Storm is a really, really good unit. Look at him harassing. God, killing another probe. Dreamer's down to 25, though. Another Hydra dies for that probe. That is not a good trade. And Dreamer taking this base, too. Big friggin' deal, man. If Dreamer's going to win this thing, it's going to be because of stuff like that. I don't know why Lucky Noob abandoned this base. There's not a lot of minerals here, I suppose. Look at this Hydra stuff, man. No, probe down for a Hydra. Not, once again, the trades are bad. That's fine. No, infested command center number, like, 4 of the game. Because there are the ones that are down here. Or there were the ones that were down here. Oh, there it is. And he's got a queen there, too, that he hasn't... Here's another one. What the? Whose vulture was that? And why did it come down here? He's mind controlling drop ships. Oh man, free for alls. They're always something, aren't they? Lucky Noob's queen running about. I don't know what upgrades he has for this because I doubt he has spent any money upgrading it, but you got Parasite by default. That's nice. He's also got a single lurker down here. So his army is very disparate. It's everywhere on the map. It's different stuff. It's 3 different races of stuff. I think Dreamer's got it, though, man. Dreamer's got these 2 bases of income that are extremely important. Oh, he just recalled in to Lucky Noob's 2nd base. I mean, it's not his 2nd base. It's his 4th, but whatever. There's a High Templar here that could at least toss down a Storm, maybe. Is Dreamer stronger? I mean, yes. Says, yes, absolutely. 100% he is. A silence and a hush falls over the battlefield. Dude, are you seriously coming in here? Why? There's a million cannons. Ooh, I don't know, man. Dreamer might have just thrown away some units in an attempt that did not work out for him. What? Here? Oh my gosh, here. Okay, so the retreat is good this time. Dreamer does not just sit and take the nuke. But he's going to lose a couple cannons. And this pylon. Almost the pylon. Back to work. Back to work on the irradiated wasteland that is this area. I think Dreamer's going to mine this out, and then it's go time. I think he needs to start hunting. Gonna try to clear this base out again. Does he need to? He kind of needs to, actually. I love that this cannon every once in a while just randomly fires on stuff as it's going through this narrow passage. Dropship used for scouting, trying to see if Underground has anything left, and he doesn't, man. If Underground has any Hydras remaining, I'd be very surprised. He's got 7 drones and 11 total supply, so he's got something that's not a worker somewhere. I don't know what it is. Did he do it? He's doing it again. So this time he brings some more Dragoons, and the cannon count was already reduced from the first attack, and yeah. So Lucky Noob's gonna lose this base now. And the little corner that is Lucky Noob is getting smaller and smaller all the time. I keep looking at this production tab and being like, man, who's still making 3 tanks, 2 Goliaths, and 3 Vultures at a time? It's just a glitch. Just Cryok talking to us from beyond the grave. Bum 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 bum. Did he wait? How'd he kill this? DT? Oh, a DT killed this. NC Underground taps out. He's gone. All right, so the Zerg representation is out. It is officially Dreamer versus Lucky Noob right now in what honestly should not be a real contest. You know what? Lucky Noob has 70 supply. He's got 400 minerals and 1200 gas. I love your free-for-all play, he says to Dreamer. I like yours too, says Dreamer. Or maybe Dreamer is saying I like mine too, which would make sense, actually. Aw, the hearts. Get out of there, DT. You don't get a fight here. Not at all. Alright, man. Lucky Noob. He had 1 shot. Is he gonna do... If he honestly, if he just recalled, stormed the crap out of all of this. Look at all these High Templar he has. Wait. Are some of these not his? Oh, no, they're his. He's got 7 High Templar here with 200 energy each. That's 2 storms. Storm everything. Maybe get the detection. There's only 1 observer here. Stasis, and he loses an Arbiter. Okay, but he distracts. This Nexus doesn't matter. It's really not worth dying for. Okay, now he's got 3 observers here, and 3 cannons providing ultimate detection everywhere. So it's going to be hard for a Ghost to sneak in. It's going to be hard for a Dark Templar to sneak in. He's refusing to use his High Templar, which seems to be a bit of an issue. He's got 3 Hydralisks, though. Hey, look at that. Okay. They have no upgrades at all, so they're not going to do super well against, you know, Zealots and Dragoons that are super upgraded. This is a 6-kill High Templar. That has been very important today. This one's got 9 kills, also very important. Both of them battle scarred. Hunting down where all of... Oh, are we moving out? We're moving out. Okay. Oh, wait. He got stasised by Dreamer's Arbiter. Oh, no. Oh, no. Scout, why are you not what is wrong with you? My gosh, you're stupid. So he kills an Arbiter, which is great. He kills another Arbiter, which is great. He is tossing down all of the storms in the world, but suddenly they're not enough. And then this is largely his army here. He moved out. He got spotted. He got stasis. His army got cut in half. Too much of his army was High Templar. Not enough of it was, you know, Zealots and Dragoons and stuff. This is dumb. This is such a dumb free-for-all right now, but I am enjoying it immensely. What bank do you have, says Lucky Noob. 600, 100. Secrets! Oh, just kidding, it's a secret. This scout has 6 kills and he's dead. Goodbye, scout. This Archon's done a lot of work today and he's dead. Goodbye, Dark Archon. 36 supply for Lucky Noob. That's it, man. I mean, that is it. He's trying to send units around and scout what's happening on the left side of the map, but there's nothing to see because Underground is gone. And so is Sziky. And he does get a stasis up here. We're speeding you up, man. Lucky Noob, you're dead. I'm honestly surprised that Dreamer hasn't moved out and killed you yet. Times 4 then. Let's go. La 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 la. Being extremely cautious. Oh, he burrows his some high ground lurker stuff. Okay, that was definitely some shenanigans. Down to 30 supply. Production tab says an infested Terran's on the way. Oh yeah. Infested Terran, get him. Dreamer is playing so cautiously right now. I don't think he... Oh, wait, he does know. He knows where some of Lucky Noob is. Oh! Infested Terran takes down the Dark Templar. Nice. He got some value. Lucky Noob throwing out some insults. I think you might win. I mean, might? 117 supply. This was a good game, even by NHFFA standards. So, what is it? Foreigners? More funny than the past. I believe that tag is for foreign Brood War players, non-Koreans, sticking together. There's a whole Discord server dedicated to them as well, if you're interested, but... Dreamer... hunting stuff out. The Hydras of Lucky Noob are not good enough to not die. Down to 18 supply. Queen showing up, being annoying. There's enough to defend that. Lana Rhodes hatcheries have been here for some time. Dormant and asleep, but they are gone now. And Lucky Noob GG's out and Dreamer. Woof. Dreamer is your winner in 1 hour and 35 minutes. Woo-wee. So that was an extremely intense, well-played free-for-all for about the first hour, and then it slowed all the way down because incomes went down, and that's how free-for-alls work, obviously. And Dreamer, he deserved to win it. I said this a while ago. He fought really hard against Grime Boss and Underground and Sziky, a little bit of Lana Rhodes, and he finished off Lucky Noob at the end of the game. I mean, I don't know how else you can earn this sort of thing. And this base right here, that Lana Rhodes never took, never got a single resource from, and Dreamer took all of it. That's one of the major reasons that Lana Rhodes is dead, but also no spellcasters. No plagues, no dark swarms, no nothing. But Sziky got taken out. He just ran out of money, ran out of steam. And the Dreamer's Protoss here is just too good. Good game, man. Thanks for sending that in, Lucky Noob. And again, quick shout out to Ox and Team Think Quick for making this possible. 682,000 points rather for Dreamer. Holy crap. 605,000 for Sziky. 332 for Grime Boss. 253 for Lucky Noob. 425 for Underground. 512 for Lana Rhodes. Sziky killed the most units today, 1,133. He was fighting against a pretty good Zerg, though, who lost the most. I think most of... There's a correlation here between killed by Sziky and lost by Lana Rhodes. The second most killed was Dreamer, and Grime Boss was the third. NC Underground losing close to the second most and producing the second most. So the Zerg's obviously making more units. Zerglings help with that. Dreamer produced the most buildings, lost the most buildings. That is surprising that he lost the most buildings, but he had the most bases, so that has a lot to do with it. And then resources, that's the whole story here. He outspent everybody by about 40,000 resources, and that's going to get you a win in a free-for-all. So, woof, I got to go to bed. I got to rest my voice. That was amazing. All right, fantastic. So that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.